Hello, fellow compatriots, and welcome to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tayna, Toa of Fire and Shadow. Now, this character, she was created by Tributron himself. So, during the time when Tributron was on Matanui trying to find the killer responsible for making him who he ended up becoming, along with the endless count of murders that have occurred throughout the Matoran universe, Tributron decides that he's gonna need an extra hand in trying to solve this case because it's much more bigger than he realizes. So he goes ahead and creates in his idea of the ultimate life form. Pretty much, Tayna is not like any other. Basically, what I mean that she is pretty much like the ultimate life form is because her entire body is synthetic, and she dons a great Kurill. Now, I'm planning to make an actual Kurill. I'm going to be sculpting one, so. The mask she has is temporary. It's still going to be a G2 mask, and it's probably going to be in gold. But anyways, she is in actuality a Toa stone that is sentient and has developed its own body. So there is a spirit within a Toa stone that contains both the element of fire with the addition of shadow integrated in between the two. So. And since she is fire, basically her physical body is literally just comprised of just fire, which is why she has a large heartstone, because if the fire goes out within her, then she would cease to exist, only remaining as fragments of shadow, which is going to be kind of difficult to eliminate shadow, but she will end up being in a much more weaker state. And on top of that, she is equipped with a spear of poison, and on top of that, she can teleport and fly, and she has freaking thrusters on her back to help her fly even farther. And she's technically part Makuta, like a half-blood, due to her shadow heritage, because she was created with shadow and fire all together. So she is the manifestation of shadow and fire, literally. But anyways, let's go take a closer look at this figure, shall we?
Alright, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure, shall we? Alright, so get straight into articulation. Alright, over here. Let's start from the feet up, shall we? So she has toes, so she gets some articulation going on there. And she gets, or claws, I should say, kind of like talons. And she has another talon over here, so there you go. So very articulated, can be very expressive, whatever you want to do with her, please. Hopefully it's not anything bad. And knees, they can bend 90 degrees. Oh, and ankles. I forgot. She got some ankle rocker. So over here. So she got plenty of range. They can go forward this far, and they can go back all the way. So she got plenty of range there. And the legs can go up this far, as you can tell. And she has the full splits. So she can split her legs all the way if you want her to. And of course, dang it, I hate it when that happens. You can bend this all the way back, and which would allow her to bend her legs back this far if you want her to. And yes, she does have a butt.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Hey, calm down. I know what you guys are thinking, but I can assure you that this is not too suggestive, unlike, let's say, Nuva butts, which are too round and too suggestive. This is more of a flat butt instead of something that's too round. So it's much more subtle. So it's okay. It's okay. Calm down. It's all right. Besides, the build is not overly suggestive with the hourglass figure. It's not even that hourglassy at all. You know, she is looking more masculine than feminine, which was the idea, because, you know, diversity in the female criteria. Anyways, nothing at the waist at all, so you won't be getting anything at the waist. Arms, full rotation, despite the wings getting in the way sometimes. Elbows, they can bend 90 degrees, and yes, you saw that. She does have a piston gimmick. There we go. So yeah, she does have a piston gimmick, and this wiggle waggles on its own, and, you know, articulated wrists on a ball joint. So yeah, she has no fingers. Didn't feel the need for it because I wanted to keep her hands purple. And for wings, first of all, let's go ahead and, before we get into the head and so forth, let's go ahead and move this out of the way. If I can take it out all the way. There we go. So, boom. You know what? Let's go ahead and lower this camera down a bit, because I think that would be a better idea. So, this is out. Of course, you can have her hold the spear if you want her to. So, I'm gonna let her hold the spear in her right hand. So, yeah. Okay, so wings, they can extend outward like so. Work similar to real wings in a way, with how they stretch out. The mask can pop off via that very loose lever. But yeah, the wings can expand. You got rotation at the base, which is on a ball joint, and you got a hinge here for the talon. And you got thrusters in her back, which can move in all sorts of ways. Yes, she has thrusters. It helps with the overall fire motif that she has, since she is part fire and shadow. And of course, rotation at the head, can look down this far and can look up all the way. And you may have noticed, you know, for being a femme-MOC, she doesn't really have that much of a chest going on. That is mainly because I purposely wanted to make her a little bit more flat-chested, because, you know, there's a lot of MOCs out there that are female, that have quite a large breast size. I mean, some of them are more subdued, to be quite honest, but, you know, I wanted to get something a little bit less suggestive. And, you know, it does suggest, you know, there's something there with this angle element in the chestal region, but yeah, you're not really gonna get that much out of the imagination due to how flat it is. But yeah, and that's Tayna for you. Now, of course, we're not done yet, because we had to talk about gimmicks. She has a lot of gimmicks. First things first. Let's get the big one out of the way. She comes with a stand. So the stand, it has different increments that you can adjust it to, and it holds it firmly. And you also have ratcheting segments over here. And she also includes 2 flame elements, so that if you don't want the flame elements to be used at any current point, there are some blue pins just slide them in there, and it keeps it in storage when not in use. But we're going to be using them right now, so hold on to this, and we're going to put it on this increment over here, have her pointed upwards, and this connection, we're going to have this pin goes right over here, and that pin goes in that whole segment right over there. And I know that's a terrible placement, but get your heads out of gutter, people. Get your heads out of gutter. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What has the Bionicle community come now? But yeah, so go ahead, add that in. And then have her there we go. Do that. And since she isn't held too firmly on it, you have to press one of the legs against the stand itself so that it don't tilt to the side or anything. So you had to make certain of that. And let's raise this camera up because she's getting quite high about now. No joke. Matter of fact, we're gonna have to scoot this out. So she barely fits at all, but there is some two flame elements right over here, and you can just simply tab those in right over here. And now she looks like she's flying, and you can adjust those however you wish. In terms of display. Of course, I'm gonna have to do that. And there you go. So yeah, she has a lot of display means, and man, she has a lot of presence. She takes up a lot of space on my shelf as it is, so she's gonna be probably being on her own, on her own shelf because of how massive she is. But other than that, she is quite the large figure. And let's go ahead and zoom back in, get everything into frame. And yeah, so there we go. Get her standing like so. And yeah, there we go. And we can go straight into size comparisons. Note that we got her into frame, because you guys are probably wondering how big she actually is. So, to get things started, here she is with Galimata. So, you got a comparison right there. There she is right next to Galimata. Definitely a lot more thicker. She is pretty thick for a MOC. So definitely bigger than Gali. Here she is right next to Gurek. So you got that. Now for all of you, you younger audiences that were introduced to G2 and not so much G1. Here she is right next to Master Kopaka. Oh, I accidentally said he. It's easy to get confused regarding, her stature and all. So there he is with Kopaka. And last but not least, I know this is, since she is built by Tributron, my self-MOC. Yeah, story-wise, Tributron built a Toa, and that Toa was Tayna. So yeah, so there's a comparison there between the creator and his creation. So Papa Trib, or should I say Tyrix, now has a Toa companion. Wow, he is getting dusty. You are getting dusty, Tributron. Getting dusty on my shelf. But yeah, that is Tayna right there with Tributron. And yeah. So all in all, a very big chunky figure. Not too big, as you notice. It's not a very big figure at all. Very average size. About a Glatorian, kind of. Like Glatorian sized. Which is kind of interesting since she's not too big. But other than that, yeah. That is Tayna for you. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. And yes, if you couldn't notice, I have a new camera. And it is very nice. But other than that, I will see you all in the next one. So take it away, myself. Welcome to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. And of course, if you want to see more content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Actually, no, don't hit it. Just gently tap it. And also, if you want to follow me in any sorts of social media, you can follow me in any of the links in the description down below. I have Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Patreon, Printerest, and also the TTV message board. And hey, check me out on Discord. The link to that is also in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and like always, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!